Today I'm comparing two Gong Stabs, the Fluid H47 versus the Sirus XXL. And here you can see the different stats. The Sirus Stab is 9 centimeters longer, it has a higher aspect ratio, it's a bit thicker, has a bit more volume and a bit more area space. Last time the water was quite rough, so I couldn't really point out the difference between the two stabs. This time the water was flat, I never was so much out of breath. Maybe it's the thick wetsuit. I have a 654, or I'm just out of training kind of, I'm not sure, but I struggled kind of to reach my records from summer. With both wings I pumped for like 1.5 minutes and I didn't really feel that great difference. And I looked at the Garmin trackings and it's difficult to really see a difference because I would have needed to pump way more and with both wings, but it looks like they're kind of the same speed, at least from the Garmin watch. So in a minute you will see the pumping from the Fluid H47 in the same conditions. I don't see really much difference and I don't feel too much difference, so I'm not so much sure about my final verdict. It would look something like this. I think the Fluid H47 is definitely faster and the Sirus Stab XXL has a longer pumping cycle. It has, I think, more lift for sure, but the Fluid H47 you need less force to pump. And with the glide, I'm not sure which stab has more or less glide. So now you will see the H47 and it looks kind of the same. For me, my conclusion is this, that the difference between the two stabs is not too great. I expected it a bit more. In summer, when I go pumping more often, maybe then I feel more difference without the wetsuit. But in winter, the difference is not too great. I guess from the personal feeling, I would almost prefer the Fluid H47. About the turning, I'm not sure whether the Sirus Stab XXL is a bit easier to turn, but I was really exhausted to pump both stabs. So I guess from that experience, I would really try to see what a smaller stab would do with the Sirus XXL front wing and maybe even a shorter stab. Gong has one, they call it the freestyle. It's a shorter stab and that makes the whole fuselage shorter. But I would maybe try this to see how much faster and how much more reactive you can make the front wing Sirus XXL. The disappointment with the Sirus L is not too great because I can't pump with the Sirus XXL that much. So there was some conclusions from all the testing and pumping. I guess it needs more testing in summer to really tell the difference, and I would be interested to test a shorter stab. So I would be interested to know your thoughts and your conclusions. You can ask any questions. Thank you for watching, subscribing. Have a great day. May the foil be with you always.